As we continue with the learning, today we're going to be learning about values. Values are very important. Values can affect your business decisions. They can affect how you solve problems. They can actually affect how you are able to stay in the game of entrepreneurship. Your longevity is highly dependent on the values that you have. So today we're going to be learning about values and which ones are important for you to keep up as you grow as an entrepreneur. Tawanda, welcome once again.
Thank you, Bevan. It's a pleasure to be here again.
So you taught us some exciting principles in the last session, and now we want to go a little bit deeper. And we want to talk about core values, because we strongly believe, as an individual, as a family, as an organization, people should really appreciate values and understand how values shape thoughts, shape choices and decisions that we make. So as an entrepreneur, can you please share with us, what are your core values? What are your core values?
Okay, thank you, Bevan, for that question. My core values emanate from my being. To me, I'm a Christian. So basically my core values emanate from my identity. Fairness, being ethical in business, doing everything by the book. So you discover that my core values are guided by who I am. And more so as an African, Ubuntu.
Right.
That becomes part of my major core values. Everything else evolves around that.
So would you say those core values have shaped how you make decisions and choices, looking back to how you have grown in the different industries that you've been a part of?
I think these core values are the springboard of every decision that I make. When you're an entrepreneur, one of the things that we talk about that we all want is to become rich, is to make it. It's easy to make it selling drugs.
Right.
It's easy to make it doing things that are illegal than to make it doing things that are legal. So why am I not doing things that are illegal? Because of the core values that I said. My Ubuntu, my Christian upbringing is what are my core values. That's where my decisions comes from.
Right.
So I will not do anything that contradicts, in which I believe that every other entrepreneur, before they establish business core values, we should go back to their original core values. What are the things that they value mostly in their lives? Because the challenge of entrepreneurship is that if you become an entrepreneur without these core values, chances are you can be successful in business, but that business is a danger to society. Those guys who are drug traffickers, they're successful business people. Those who sell weapons, they're successful. It's a successful venture for someone to be able to sell weapons from one country to another. You have to be successful to do that. You are a success. But that success is a danger to society.
Right. That's really good, because in the last session you taught us of the importance of seeing opportunities. So now you're saying even the lenses of how you see those opportunities is determined by your core values.
That's very true.
That's really good. Thank you for sharing that. Now, as we talk about core values, I've heard from quite a number of people the importance of hard work in entrepreneurship, works and all of that, in business and the likes. I want to hear your take. What's your take where it comes to hard work? Not just work, right? But hard work. What's your perspective? And how do you see maybe other people succeeding because of hard work and maybe others failing because they are not putting in the work? What are your thoughts?
I have this formula. It's grace plus grit is equal to success.
Say it again.
Grace plus grit is equal to success. Grit means hard work.
Right.
Remember, I'm a Christian,
yes.
So there's the grace there, but there's the hard work.
Mm.
The difference between entrepreneurship and every other kind of job is that Mostly with every other kind of job, you work from 8 to 5. After 5 o'clock, you go home, you sleep. An entrepreneur, even when you're dreaming, you're dreaming on what can go wrong and what can go right. So you're basically at work 24 hours a day. Not that it takes away your social life and everything, but what I'm saying is, if an entrepreneur, you put more hours than an average person. Because an entrepreneur is not an average person. But if you want to live an average life, then that's fine. You can do an 8 to 5 job. But if you don't want something average, and that's one of my mottos, my biggest fear is the fear of being average. And I believe even the listeners, one of their biggest fear is the fear of becoming average. So unless you put an extra effort, extra work, you can never make it as an entrepreneur. So for you to make it, be prepared to work harder twice than everybody else.
Wow. That's really good. Because I'm looking at it from all fronts of entrepreneurship, and whether we're talking about social entrepreneurship or we're talking about, really doing business where it's fully for profit, there is that need to work hard. Working hard in putting your organization in order, in reaching out to your market and the likes. So I appreciate that you have shared that, and over the years we have seen it with you, how much you commit yourself to working hard and focusing on accomplishing what you have been accomplishing in the past years. So thank you so much, and I'm hoping that everybody who's listening in is learning something from this. Have core values. And in all that you do, make sure you embrace working hard. Otto, once again, thank you so much for making time to be with us.
It was a pleasure. See you next episode.